Hi everyone, it's William O'Hanlon, Democratic. I think I'm the front runner for mayor of Washington Township. However, this is my video for the Michelangelo Project. This is video number 2. If you haven't seen video number 1, please watch it. Just to recap it, the plan is to line the Black Horse Pike with dogwood trees that are both pink and white. That bloom in the fall. It'll be beautiful. And then on December 1st, we're going to light up those trees with Christmas lights. The same way this year they had a Christmas tree lighting in Washington Township, we're going to light up the entire Black Horse Pike with Christmas lights. So it's going to be an amazing sight. Build it and they will come, just like Las Vegas. We're going to make it beautiful, spectacular, and we're going to turn it into a fire economic zone where people are going to love it. They're going to be making money. They're going to come out at night. It's going to be awesome. You'll probably have your kids saying, "Mommy, Daddy, can you take us down to Black Horse Pike again tonight? We want to look at the lights." So don't be mad at me for that, because it's going to be a spectacle. So that's what we're going to do now. What I want to do is, again, I say this almost on every video. I'm from the private sector. I'm not a politician. What I want to do is beautify Washington Township, and then afterwards, I'm going to use my private sector experience. Very successful entrepreneur, had several hundred people under me with all my corporations, and one of the things that I had to do was go negotiate commercial leases. And so my knowledge of that, I am going to be able to help the landlords find people to lease and open up businesses in their properties. And one of the things that I've been doing, I've already spoken to a lot of landlords, and I've already started to help them with negotiating leases for different businesses that are going to open up in Washington Township. I'm already on top of that. I've been working night and day, making phone calls, working 10 a.m. to midnight, trying to help the owners lease their properties out. So one of the things is that I learned being an entrepreneur is, I'm going to give you, for example, we were going to open up an office, and the office space was priced at $100 per square foot. Now, the building was vacant. It was a 5-star building. It had fountains in the lobby. It was beautiful. We were like, this is fantastic to have our company in a building like this. People love to work. Our customers will come. We just thought it was going to be amazing. So because the building was vacant, I'm thinking, I'm going to go in and get this at a steal. So I go in, I say, okay, I'm going to offer you $50 per square foot and instead of $100, because I'm thinking the building's vacant. Maybe they'll take it, and maybe it's negotiable, and they want someone in there so that they can make money, right? I mean, that's what I was thinking. What happened is the commercial realtor said they're not going to accept that. They're not going to take it. They're not taking anything less than $100 per square foot. And I'm like, why? Why wouldn't they want someone in there at $50 a square foot that's paying the rent so they can make money? And this is how it was explained to me, that these buildings are owned a lot of times by big corporations, but the way you assess the value of a commercial property is by what it rents per square foot. So if it's $100 per square foot, that may mean the building is now assessed at $1 million. That's the value of the building. And if they start to lease the property out at $50 a square foot, that would drop the value from $1 million to $500,000. And the owners of these buildings may be using these buildings with credit lines. These buildings may be financing other projects that they have. So that was my first experience to that. Now, what you can do to overcome that is if you offer a 2-year lease at, for example, $50 a square foot, and then the 3rd year it jumps not to 100, but to 125, you will not lose the value of the building. The building will remain the same as long as the lease is under 2 years. So that's what I've been doing now, and I've been explaining this to the commercial realtors and the landlords and the owners along the Black Horse Pike, both vacant and occupied, and they telling me that no one has ever approached them like this before. So this would be a great idea, because with the Michelangelo Project and the beautification of the Black Horse Pike, it'll attract people, which will attract businesses, and then these businesses can get in at a lesser lease rate for the first 2 years and give themselves a chance to build sales, to build a clientele, and to begin making money. And then on the 3rd year, when the commercial lease rate goes up, they'll be able to afford it, but it'll give them an opportunity to go in. And what I'm going to do as your mayor is I am going to help negotiate these leases as best I can. One of the other things, and there's a lot, but one of the other things I was telling some of the potential businesses that were going to move in, restaurateurs, entrepreneurs, is that as mayor of Washington Township, I'm going to promote your business. If you're going to invest your money and come into Washington Township, you're going to have a mayor on your side, business friendly. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that these businesses with videos, we're going to say, hey, come to this restaurant or come to this store, and we're going to advertise those businesses on the website, not just a grand opening with a ribbon cutting, but in the first year or two of the business, we're going to continuously promote the business so that they can survive, so that they have a chance to build their clientele. And I don't think that's ever been done before in Washington Township. And so being from the private sector, I understand how important business is, and that's what I am going to do. I'm going to help the landlords find property owners. I'm going to help them, businesses, to lease their properties. I'm going to help them with the negotiation of the lease. And then any business that goes into Washington Township, I'm going to promote. And I'm going to make sure, I'm going to do everything within my power to make sure that that business survives. So that's part 2 of the Michelangelo Project. You're getting a mayor that is an entrepreneur, not a government person, from the private sector, that's going to attract people to Washington Township, people to Township. You know, go up and down the pike. Look how beautiful it is. And then I'm going to help the property owners lease their properties out and maintain the value of their property, while we also give a chance for someone, an entrepreneur, to open up their business in Washington Township. So that is Michelangelo Project number 2. Not just bring them, but then keep them. That's what we're going to do in Washington Township. I'm going to work 10 a.m. to midnight. That's how I did it in the private sector, and that's how I intend on doing it as mayor. I'm not going to do any other part-time work or anything like that, because I don't need the salary. All right? And as a matter of fact, I was also telling some of the landlords, if they can't afford the Michelangelo Project, which is about $1,000 for 3 or 4 6 to 10 foot dogwood trees, pink or white, that bloom in the fall and light up December 1st, I am going to donate my salary towards the Michelangelo Project to help some of the people that are having trouble making ends meet. So this is my way of giving back and helping Washington Township as a whole. You're going to see this project will work. I'm behind it, and I'm going to work night and day to ensure its success. You're going to love it. You're going to love the first introduction to Washington Township. Maybe you're coming home from work on a dreary winter night, and usually, you know, it's a little depressing, and maybe the skies are gloomy, and you're going to see the Christmas lights, and you're going to be like, oh my God, this is beautiful. So that's what you're going to get with me as a mayor. I'm going to donate my salary to any of the landlords that need help putting up the dogwood trees, and I'm going to work 10 a.m. to midnight to make sure that the Michelangelo Project is successful. Thank you very much, Washington Township.